So idols. Really, what are idols in your walk with God? For the last service that I went to this last Sunday, my church spoke on idols, and it really kind of painted a picture as to what they really are and trying to identify them. And it was like anything that kind of hinders or precedes your relationship with God. Like I've said before how God needs to be like the center of your life, and that's still something that I'm working on too, because everything's supposed to revolve around him. You don't want God to be first in your life, because having him first in your life insinuates that there's a list of priorities. It'd be like, say if I'm prioritizing school and baseball, and I say, oh, baseball's first and then school, and my grades are bad. Well, time to take time off of baseball to go do schoolwork. Then it's me leaving my number one to go focus on my number two. And that's not what you can really do with God. So God can't be first in your life. He has to be the center. And then what idols do is they distract you off of that, and they hinder your relationship with God. Like, for example, like a love of money, or even like a love of sleep. Like something that I'm wanting to start doing is waking up earlier every morning, so that while the time that I do spend reading and journaling in the beginning of my day it's still something I do every morning, but it's something that I want to expand on. And so I'm willing to trade my sleep, because I know that me spending this time with God is going to result in gain in my relationship with him. And so it's about recognizing what is proceeding before God and then hindering your relationship with him. And then for a verse that's talking about recognizing it, it's do not be idolaters, as some of them were, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 7. So kind of what this is saying is that the people sat down to eat, drink, and rose up to play. It's kind of saying they didn't really make time. They prioritized eating, drinking, and partying or play before them. And I think it kind of ties back into, don't worry about what you're going to eat or what you're going to drink or what you're going to wear, because in the Gospels it says that he clothes the flowers of the field, and that in Solomon in all his glory was not dressed as gracefully as the flowers of the field that will be thrown into the fire the next day. So, and are you not more valuable than them? So don't let the idol of clothes or food or partying take time in your life to hurt you in your relationship with God. Like, food, clothes, and partying and having a good time is not a bad thing. Well, partying within parameters, not going out and partying, but food is good to an extent. But if it's something that you only think about food all day, or you only think about what clothes you're going to wear tomorrow, then that's when it's kind of becoming an idol in your life. It's when it dominates your thought. And something that my pastor said on Sunday is that a way to identify an idol is that if you lost this thing, would you lose your will to live? And I come back to that, and one of the things that I kind of thought about is my health. Not in the sense of, oh, I'm healthy, I can function as a human being, but so my health, not in the terms of I'm healthy, I can function, but that I'm athletic and in good shape. I'm not kind of I don't know, losing what I've worked for, in the gym or whatever. What I've, been lifting, and I've been trying to get stronger and get more muscular. That's kind of one of the things that I realized that if I lost that, that would really kind of that would make me that would kind of hurt my life. Almost, I wouldn't say ruin my life, but it would be pretty close to that. And I'm kind of realizing that I'm kind of having pride, or pride is one of the idols in my life over my my body, or my ability to do, or my ability to lift. And that's one of the idols in my life. It's like, it's one of the things that, like, oh, if I can't, squat 450 by the next time I max, then, then what am I doing? Then I'm wasting my time, like lifting and stuff. And it's kind of like God has given me the ability to even, like, get as far as I have come already through, my lifting or, like, my athletic performances. He's given me the ability to come as far as I have, and I should be grateful for that, because none of that is promised. Like, there's no promise that I'll wake up tomorrow and be able to go lift or be able to go do anything. And so it's kind of realizing that I should be grateful for what I have. I feel like that's been one of my idols. And, and that ties into not letting a gift from God ruin your relationship with Him. Like, God will give you good things. Like, if you're faithful to Him, He will provide for you. And whether that's through your body, your athletic capability, your career, how much money you make, your relationships, He'll provide good things. But it's you don't want to make that an idol. Like, say you get a good girlfriend or boyfriend that that you go on to marry, and then you start prioritizing them over God, and it was like, it's a person you prayed for. They fulfill everything that, like, God would want you to look for in a significant other. Like, they're equally yoked with you, they love God, they study the Bible, but you're starting to love them more than you love God. And it's about not letting that good gift from God overcome your love for Him. Like, don't ruin your relationship with Him because He gifted you something that you prayed for. It's about, really, it just comes down to, like, loving Him more than you love yourself and others, But it's important to recognize idols and where they are in our life and cut them off. So, but thank you for listening. I hope you have a blessed day or night.